Hello and welcome back to the Social Science Club. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my goodness, so many things have happened. Okay, we're gonna jump right to it. Got to get right to it. So I think that this lesson or this story is gonna be really helpful, and it is about forgiveness. Just to get you into the understanding of what this is. And again, I make these videos so my path, my life, what I experience isn't lived in vain, and hopefully it can give you some help and some support along the way. So recently I woke up late. I woke up late for an event, and I'll be as vague as possible because it doesn't need to get into too many details. But in short, I effed up on a very large scale level. There were a lot of people that had entrusted me with a certain job to do, and I woke up late and totally missed the job. And what happened from there on was, it was interesting because when you wake up late for something, this happened recently in March. I woke up late for a flight and I was just like, whoa, what, who, where, what's going on? Is that your body and your brain don't fully absorb what the hell is going on at the moment. And so when I missed the job and it had been told that the opportunity was gone, can't go back, it's over. I just was like, whoa, okay, so wait, what is going on now? What day is it? Just everything is just floating at that point. So there is an amount of confusion happening, and then after that, there is a deep sadness. And what I found out, what I thought was really interesting, I wasn't sad for myself. I wasn't like, oh gosh darn it, you missed an appointment, you missed this job, and now it's gone. It was the amount of people I let down. And I immediately felt that so deeply and so profoundly, God, I don't even know what the word is for it. It just was a profoundly deep sadness and disappointment in myself. And I did a fair amount of beating myself up over it. I catastrophized and, went all bad thinking, I'll never get this opportunity again, yada, yada, yada. And it just, the day was shot. So part of the chaos and confusion then mixes in with, well, I was supposed to be doing this opportunity for half the day, maybe the whole day. Now I'm just having breakfast in a coffee shop and I don't know what to do with my life. So that confusion sets in, and then the sadness is mixed in with it, and it is a pretty devastating cocktail. But what I found from it was, I look at my life as no bad moments, only learning. Mistakes are just opportunities to learn. And so I was like, okay, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from this? And the first part was, holy crap, there's a lot of people that entrusted me with this situation. That's a pretty special thing. And I can take the opportunity now to apologize. But to do the apology, it wasn't just, oh, I'm going to say sorry. No, I have to say it and mean it. If I'm going to apologize to somebody, I have to mean it. That's just the way that I work in my life. I'm not going to say something for the sake of saying it, or whatever that's going to, just to suffice the situation. So I wanted to apologize, but in order to apologize for me, I had to forgive myself. And throughout my lifetime, I have found it extremely hard to forgive myself. I've been extremely hard on myself for a very long time. And it has a lot to do with my childhood. It has a lot to do with, I guess you just say childhood. And I just found that to be really tough. And so I sat with that. And once I got to the forgiveness part, which was that same day, I was then able to pen out, I think, 6, 7, 8 apologies to people that were a part of this opportunity that I let down. And then the next step was to say, okay, well, this isn't going to happen again. How do I ensure this doesn't happen again? Well, it has a lot to do with what is the sleep I'm getting? Like, am I being, healthy, with my body and my mind? Or like am I sound? 2, the idea that Was it my phone that didn't go off, or was it me that slept through it, or what happened? That doesn't matter. The whole point is that I put myself in a situation where I slept through an alarm and then woke up totally late for an opportunity, gone, missed, let down a bunch of people. So how can we amend that? All right, well, I'm gonna find 2 more alarm clocks that are gonna be in the distance in my room that are gonna go off to an extremely high volume that will assure that I wake up unless I'm, unless something is critical and I can't hear it, which that's just not gonna happen. So I put in measures, so we'll backtrack a little bit. Forgiveness, accountability, and apology enact measures that this doesn't happen again. And then the other part of it later on was finding out, oh wow, where I've gotten in my life is that the integrity, as you get higher, I love this metaphor that as any vehicle goes higher, ascends, it has to be higher in quality and integrity. So if I throw a paper plane, it's got, it can do whatever, it ain't going that high. If you fly a plane, that thing's gotta be airtight. It's gotta be locked in. You fly a spaceship, that thing has to be engineered and like sound to the T. So, and that's the same way for our lives and our responsibilities and our careers and our relationships. As we go higher with these relationships and with these projects and with these careers and anything that you're doing in collaboration with other people, or even just something that you're working on for yourself, your integrity has to be intact and it has to be elevating. It can't go backwards. And for me, it didn't go backwards. It took a sidestep, and then it was like, whoa, okay, that can't happen. It maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago, it had been whatever. But for the opportunities I have in front of me now, no. And also, the biggest part, the byproduct is the opportunities. However, for myself, I don't want to be engaging in any kind of tardiness or lack of integrity regarding said projects or relationships or connections or whatever. So, and that's for me. That's my word. So my word is my bond. So then I have to make that solid. And how can I make that integrity of the highest quality? And this was less than 48 hours after waking up late for this project. And I then, from there, had a journal, just pages full of unraveling what this meant to me, what my brain immediately went to, the catastrophizing, learning about myself, and then putting in standards and practice and devices and simple things that ensure that my life doesn't get derailed by waking up late for something. So that was my experience with I don't want to say missing an opportunity because it turned into a different opportunity, but that was my experience with letting down a bunch of people and myself. And to find the opportunity in that was huge, because it wasn't something that I could, if I were to slough it off and be like, whatever, that then shows the integrity I'm okay with, which I'm not. So, okay, if you're not okay with it, then where do you go from there? And that's the step. Forgiveness, accountability and apology, set in measures to make sure it doesn't happen again, look back on everything and just have a review. Okay, let's recap what just happened. What the hell just happened? And figure that out and see what it means to you going forward. And it's been it was profoundly deep sadness, and now it's I'm profoundly grateful for having experienced that and being able to walk with it going forward. So I'm 100% for sure that this has happened to you in your life. The question is, how do you break that down, recap it, and then move forward learning from it? So I hope that this story helped you in some way, for you to maybe recap or review or just find some point of relation to effing up, letting people down, and not being okay with it, but learning from it, and then being okay with the lesson and walking forward. So I hope that helps y'all out. If you found this video of value or good information, click like or subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.